Alright, so Estarossa, one of my favorites, like, if not my favorite unit in the game. And I'm using him today on the new 4-man raid world boss thing. What's the name? Pudding Pool? It's it's the worst name you could possibly come up with. The boss does have a reduction of damage from counters by 50%, if I'm not mistaken, and he does remove stances. But I've seen Speedy use Estarossa, and it works quite fine. So if let me check it out. I do still think that the strategy with Demon Melee is much better. But overall, I just think Estarossa was my favorite unit, so I was like, yeah, might as well just check it out. So let me see if I can find a raid and test him out. Alright, got myself a full party right here of randoms, and this is, ooh, almost put the wrong team. This is the team I'm rocking. Let me put attack food real quick. One actually. This is the team I'm rocking. Escanor with the Estarossa. Escanor is fantastic, especially I feel like combining with Estarossa is really good because at full ult gauge, Escanor removes all debuffs and buffs, and just removing the attack debuff that Estarossa can cause is just really nice. Because then you can do your ultimate damage, and this guy is taking a large already up. Let me come when I'm inside the fight. Okay, so as I said, does have a 50% damage reduction towards counters, but I'm hoping Estarossa can do enough to surpass that. And if he's good, that's another proof that Estarossa is a god tier unit. I just really like him, really like him. Full counter. 97k, that's not bad. Which one's the one that takes off ult gauge, I wonder? Oh, with Valenti? It might not be... with Estarossa, it might not be necessary to use Valenti. I use Valenti because then he always targets Valenti, right? And he does no damage. Like, with AoE, he does no damage, and even with, like, with single target, he barely does anything. But if I'm having taunt, oh, his attack weakened, so he didn't even do any damage at all in the AoE. That's good. With taunt, he's always gonna go for Estarossa whenever taunt is up, right? No. Gonna do this. Clear off some cards, Gascoigneux's ultimate. Those counters did do some good damage. I just need more counters if the game does let me to get them. Please? Counter? No counter. No, that's cool. That's that's cool. I didn't need them anyways, you know? Oh, please give me a counter now. Yeah, if I can get some good counters, I can really test out. I wonder what phase is the one that he takes off the taunt though. Or the what's it called? The no, it's not buffs, it's stances. What life for turn is the one that he takes off stances? And again, Escanor doesn't have the short end of the stick when it comes to the Estarossa passive because of the removal of debuffs. That's like if I was doing a oh, it doesn't counter that. That's like if I was doing, right, a singular attack and my attack was getting like 75k damage. That's pretty much Estarossa's counter. But the issue is that Estarossa didn't have a good ult. I mean, his ult's fine. It's not the worst. Ult. His ult's fine. Yeah, that takes off my ult gauge, unfortunately. Because it made him target Estarossa. Yeah, Estarossa's not gonna be able to ult right now. Ooh, that was some good damage from my teammates. Do this. And boop. Boop. Hopefully it doesn't take off ult gauge again. That'd be nice, because then I can get Estarossa's ultimate. Now, Estarossa's ultimate is good because he cancels a full on turn. But he's probably taking off ult gauge. Oh, I was about to say, it's not countering? But yeah, it's impossible to get level 3 counters. Because you can't bring Gopher to this. Or maybe you can. Can you bring Gopher to this? I doubt that. I doubt that you can bring Gopher because he would take way too much damage. I've seen type disadvantage, you just take way too much damage from this guy. Okay, now I can get Estarossa's ultimate. And Escanor's as well. And the Estarossa's ultimate literally takes off a turn from the enemy. That's the best way of putting it. Unfortunate. I would have really liked to get the level 2 lower defense, but it's fine. Rather than lower his defense, then ult with Escanor. It's good too that he always applies the and then ult with him. He always applies the attack debuff. The pudding poo. Every turn he removes a debuff from himself and it's random. So he could just remove the attack debuff and leave like a defense debuff or something. Yeah, the counter worked, of course. Okay, so this counter is pretty good because he does remove a turn from the enemy. I don't know if it's worth though. The DMLE team is just so much more DPS, right? The DMLE team was doing work compared to using Estarossa. No, Speed does do some good numbers with this team, but it's mainly just Escanor, right? He does also have a 6/6 Escanor. Yeah, the DMLE team is just better. But the thing is that DMLE is even more exclusive than Estarossa. Oh, actually. Boom. And then I move Escanor's card, so I get his ultimate. The DMLE is even more exclusive than Estarossa. Right now you can't pull Estarossa, just because he wasn't added to the Generos's hard pool for some reason. For no reason, I mind you. But he's still gonna be pullable like maybe next week, whenever he does get added or something. Not right now. Okay, but I'm gonna play one more. And for the next one, I'm actually gonna take off Valenti. I do like Valenti, your units don't take damage. But I'm gonna take off Valenti and put Gil Thunder with the attack boost. But that doesn't boost Escanor. Because of course his ult, when he gets an ult, did my man just do 1.2 million damage? I think he did, he passed me last second. He 100% has Jericho. 6/6. He passed me last second, what a... Oh. Alright, let me get one more. I'm gonna take off Valenti and put someone else. Alright, change the team. Now it's Escanor, Estarossa, and DMLE. It's been a few hours since the last time. I'm not gonna recall exactly how much damage I did last run, but we'll see. Just out of nowhere, life became very much busy. It's been like 4 hours since I recorded the last part. But it's fine though. Ooh, good DMLE cards. I can actually get his ultimate. Full counter. Love it. I love the full counter. He didn't remove the counter. When does he remove the counter? Because I know he removes counters. Because he doesn't remove counters. I've seen he remove stances. Because one time when I was running the Jericho team, oh, I can't get ultimate. I'm gonna have to do this. Alright. One time when I was running the Jericho team, Jericho died, and then Alioni came in the front, and Alioni has a stance. He has the just like Estarossa, he has a taunt, and he reduces damage, but he got taken off. Like the taunt got taken off. So I wonder when he does that. All right. Let me see if I don't get a second place this time. Oop. Ult. With the lower attack, I feel like DML is not gonna hit me really as hard, which is a big issue, right? But let's see. 176. Yeah, that was much lighter than he usually does. Right out the bat, I don't really like Estarossa how it is right now, just because of that. It's a big issue, the attack lowering. It really is. This. The attack lowering is a big issue. And one thing with Valenti is she lowers defense with her card, which is so good because that lower defense card is like lowers defense, lowers resistance, lowers crit defense and crit resistance as well, I think. So it's really good, and I'm not getting any counter cards. That's fantastic. Yeah, already I do prefer running the DMLE, Escanor, and Valenti strategy. I feel like it's the defense over Valenti and the fact that they don't lower their attack, right? Estarossa's commandment is really unfortunate. It's the only thing that's bad about him. Like literally, if you look at everything that he does, I feel like his commandment is the only thing holding him back out of everything. He uses ult. His ult again, gonna nullify a turn from the enemy, which is really good. Boop, 458k. With Valencia again, I do hit for like 500k because lowering defense is actually helpful. Most of all, lowering resistance is very helpful. That was a really good cheap turn. Nullify the enemy turn for a single turn is really good. Can't take that away from him. The ult, although it has a very low multiplier, because it's AoE, I feel like I really like his ulti. Just not letting the enemy attack at all, I think is a really great skill. Voodoo counter. Gotta love Estarossa. Oh, okay, so that's when he takes it off. He takes off both the counter and the taunt as well. Doesn't take off buffs though. Oop, oop. Use a counter again. I've said this a few times, I prefer using his level 1 counter over level 2 counter. Just because it's like, they're both one turn, right? If I have to pick between level 2 and 3, of course I pick the 3. Level 3 counter is insanely good. Lasts for 2 turns, 600% multiplier. It's actually quite insane. But level 1 for level 2, it's like, what's the difference? Is it 240 to 260? I think it is. Also, he's dead. You just use attack. Yeah, it's quite good, but I barely reached 2 million damage, which I reach 2.4 million damage all the time with the DML Yaskano. Let me just check the multiplier for that. It is 240 to 360 for level 1 to 2. Yeah, doing level 1 is just better. If you can't do level 2, yeah, just do it though. Yeah, I barely reached the 2 mil. Yeah, the Demon Melee, Ascanor, Valenti, to me is the best one. Lowering his defense before you ult with both the Melee and Ascanor is just so good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.